Hi, my name is Adam Funk, and I'm an attorney in Houston, Texas. I specialize in birth injury lawsuits. Today, I want to talk to you about why do nurses see the problem first in a birth injury case, but don't do anything? Nurses are the front line of labor and delivery. They are the ones that are tracing the fetal heart rates. They are the ones that are reviewing mom and her pain. They are the ones that are front and center in all of the medical treatment that is provided during labor. When they see non-reassuring issues that pop up, for example, if the baby is not receiving oxygen and it's very clear that on the strip, the fetal heart monitoring strip, that the baby is not receiving oxygen, the nurse has a duty. That duty is to address the situation and to inform the doctor who is responsible for you. A lot of times, nurses do just what they are supposed to do. They try to evaluate the patient and alleviate the issue. If they are unsuccessful, then they contact the MD or the doctor on call. And a lot of times that solves the issue. However, nurses are at times met with struggles. And the reason being is because doctors don't think that the problem is as big as what the nurse is saying. And doctors will delay a issue or trying to solve the issue, even though the nurse has addressed it many a times. So what is a nurse to do? Nurse typically can go to their supervising nurse, called the chain of command, going up the chain of command, and speaking to him or her and explaining the situation. If the situation is not alleviated at that point, the nurse can go even further up to the director of nursing at the hospital. However, a lot of times nurses don't do this. And the reason being is because nurses are in a system that does not value this type of safety. Nurses are in a system that could cause them to be retaliated against. It could be that a doctor says, I don't want to work with this nurse again. And what is a hospital to do but to vote in favor of the doctor over the nurse? So nurses a lot of times will then keep quiet. They see an issue that might be occurring at the front line. They inform the doctor and the doctor doesn't do anything. Usually a nurse will not escalate the issue and just trust the doctor's opinion, even though a lot of the times the nurses actually know more than the doctors do. How this might affect you is that you have to be your own advocate while you're at the hospital during labor. If a nurse is seeing something and addresses it with you, then you need to make sure that that nurse follows through with the doctor and gets in touch with that doctor. The doctor will understand whether or not there is a safety issue. But if the nurse is not getting through to the doctor, you need to step up. You need to be the one to take control and to explain to the nurse that you are passionate about this baby. You want to make sure that he or she remains healthy and is delivered healthy. And therefore, he or she needs to get on the phone with the doctor or the supervising nurse or the director of nursing and make sure that your situation is rectified. My name is Adam Funk. I'm a birth injury lawyer in Houston, Texas, and I would be happy to help talk to you about your case involving a nurse's actions or inactions.